I'm gonna be honest. It's not often that I find myself eager to write about love. In fact, every time I try, my hands cramp. Just to show me how painful love can be. Sometimes my pencils break. Just to prove to me that every now and then, love takes a little more work than you planned. I heard that love is blind. So, I write all my poems in Braille. And my poems never actually finish because true love is endless. I've always believed that real love is kind of like a supermodel before she's airbrushed. It's pure and imperfect, just the way that God intended. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not much of a love poet. But if I was to wake up tomorrow morning and decide that I really wanted to write about love, my first poem, it would be about you. About how I love you the same way that I learned how to ride a bike. Scared, but reckless, with no training wheels or elbow pads so my scars can tell the story of how I fell for you. See, I'm not much of a love poet, but if I was, I'd write about how I see your face in every cloud and your reflection in every window. You see, I've written 1,000,000 poems hoping that somehow, maybe some way you'll jump out of the page and be closer to me, because if you were here right now, I would massage your back until your skin sings songs that your lips don't even know the words to. Until your heartbeat sounds like my last name and you smile like the Pacific Ocean. I want to drink the sunlight in your skin. If I was a love poet, I'd write about how you have the audacity to be beautiful, even on days when everything around you is ugly. I'd write about your eyelashes and how they are like violin strings that play symphonies every time you blink. If I was a love poet, I'd write about how I melt in front of you like an ice sculpture every time I hear the vibration in your voice, or whenever I see your name on the caller ID. My heart plays hopscotch inside of my chest. It climbs onto my ribs like monkey bars, and I feel like a child all over again. And I know this sounds weird, but sometimes I pray that God somehow turns you back into one of my ribs just so I would never have to spend an entire day without you. And I swear, I'm usually not a love poet. But if I was to wake up tomorrow morning and decide that I really wanted to write about love, my first poem, it would be about you.